So I did a poll on Twitter and they voted for a video on the next map. The next video will be in a couple of days, or about a week, and that'll cover the impending Empire Town takeover / event. However, for now we'll talk a bit about the likely next map for Season 11, which is MPRR Tropic Island, which I'll just call Tropic Island or Tropics from now on. We got our first reference to Tropics back last year, August 18th, 2020, which is actually just about a year on the dot. This does line up with what the usual time frame for new maps are, and we've had 3 seasons of map updates, seasons 8, 9 and 10, which is the same amount of time between World's Edge and Olympus, having map updates on seasons 4, 5 and 6. So what can we expect to see in this map? It's certainly being designed with vehicle movement in mind, as we've got a set of textures in the files now for a muddy trident, named Hover Vehicle Tropics. You can see on the rim of this trident that it's coated in mud, and there's muddy footprints all over the hood of the trident. So this will give you an idea of the climate, wet and muddy, as well as the scale and flow of the map, the fact that it is designed around a trident movement. The second piece of spicy information we've got is a recent entry to the scripts in the Season 10 patch, a test map called MPRR AI Wildlife. This is likely the test area that they're using for implementation of AI onto the tropical island map in a large scale. And we're not just talking static from loot bins like in Halloween or confined to Bloodhound's trials, but instead as a persistent map feature and threat. Perhaps you'll have to defeat spiders for access to high tier loot, or prowlers will force you to defend yourself, revealing your location to other squads in the map. There's a lot of combat dynamics to be explored there with AI opponents alongside human players. And I don't mean those little spiders that would jump out and scare you. I mean the Carthage spiders, the ones from the top comics. If the Tropic Island map is indeed located on Gaia, as many people suspect, which is Caustic and Crypto's home planet, that would tie nicely to last season's quest. And speaking of quests, there's no way that this was a coincidence, Bliss mentioning a tropical paradise while holding Ash's head back in the Season 6 comics. There's also a number of sounds that we got a while ago, such as Windy Cliffside, which leads me to picture part of the maps having a higher elevation, and part of the maps having a lower elevation, as you go up and down the map. But that's speculation, and you'll have to use your imagination until we get some likely teasers of the theme with the mid-September update. That's all from me for now. Peace.